Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the Metropolitan Action Commission, and we're fortunate to have with us to talk about the Metropolitan Action Commission the Executive Director of the Commission, Mr. Walter Hunt. And of course, Mr. Hunt, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Thank you, Dr. Haney. I'm so pleased to be back to chat with you again.
You know, I think it's a good time, Mr. Hunt, to talk about the Metropolitan Action Commission. I know that folks are familiar with it as an organization, but I hope this morning that we can give them some information relative to what you're involved in. But before we do that, let's talk about Walter Hunt. Let's have you to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the things that were important in terms of eventually leading you to the executive directorship of the Metropolitan Action Commission, after which we'll talk about the commission and some of the other things that you believe to be important. Let's start off there.
I'd be happy to. You know, I've had a career that has been just glorious. I started out at the as a paratrooper with the 101st Airborne Division right out of high school, and after that, of course, I came and matriculated at Tennessee State University, where I first met you, by the way. After graduating TSU, I was fortunate enough to get a job with a congressman, and I spent 10 years in Congress working on various community issues, which was a very, very learning experience, a good learning experience. And following that, I came back from Congress and I worked in the mayor's office for an opportunity for a short time. And from there on into the directorship of the Metropolitan Action Commission. But let me say that during my tenure in Congress was the eye-opening about the community needs and what category of people who really need the services. We find that in every city, in every state, there are the underemployed, the undereducated, and they need assistance. It's not that there are just people who are down and out. These are great people who just need some assistance, get pointed in the right direction. And that was the experience that I got in the period that I was working in Congress.
These are the so-called working poor.
Working poor, exactly, exactly. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, how we handle that. But after coming back from Congress, then I was able to work in the mayor's office. There and again, I had an opportunity to work in the community